think I just need a little hair oil for the ends. Hey everyone, and welcome to the vlog. I thought I would spend some time to get ready today. I'm having another day out, which is lovely and fun. I'm gonna start with some primer because I really would hope that my makeup would stay on all day. Primer I go back and forth on. I have a friend visiting from out of town. She's been here before. She came and visited last year. So a lot of the things have been completed, but I did want to go ahead and film a lot of this weekend in terms of like things that you can do around Seattle. It looks to be a bright but cold March, early spring situation, which I feel has been very beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and use a little glow under a light foundation, just keeping it light. Yesterday I met up with them. We went to the Seattle Public Library, which is really gorgeous. We really were just meeting up with them there. I would love to spend a little more time. There looked to be a whole section about like maps and maybe some like old-timey Seattle historical documents. So I still is on my to-do list to really check it out, but the architecture of the building is so beautiful with that, like, what would you call it, honeycombing that is throughout it. But the little bit of the library that I saw was really cool, and I can't believe how many floors it was. I think it's like 10 floors. Like, it's a massive building with a lot of resources as well. I saw a lot of stuff about like citizenship and taxes, and libraries need to be protected. They are such a resource. We also walked a little bit around Pike Place and the waterfront, which is gorgeous as always, and then did some trivia. Quick little meetup, hangout type of a dealio. Today, we're going to the Space Needle. I haven't been up inside the Space Needle since pretty much when I first moved here. I went on my 1-year anniversary of like living in Seattle. But yeah, I haven't been there since. Usually when people come and visit, they don't want to do observation towers like that. And depending on what you want, there are 3 observation towers in Seattle. So you have the Space Needle, which gives you 360 views of a lot of the Puget Sound, downtown, even, you know, far out to like Bellevue. Like, you just get a lot of views. The Columbia Tower is the highest observation tower, and then you can get views of the Space Needle itself. So depending on like the type of view you want, do you want to be in the Space Needle or have the Space Needle in your shots? And then there is the Columbia. I think you can also do drinks at the Columbia Tower. I've only gone up there once. That's another thing I would like to do again as well. And then there is Smith Tower, and Smith Tower is the shortest of the bunch, but also the oldest. It's in Pioneer Square, and at the top it has this gorgeous lounge, and it's really worth. I like it as more of an experience rather than like an observation, like look around. Like, you do get some lovely views, but I think going at night and dressing up a little bit and getting a nicer cocktail is really cool. I've also heard they have pretty informative tours there. I think I've probably gone to Smith Tower the most, but I'm excited to go to the Space Needle. I don't think I've gone since the renovations. I don't remember, but I'm pretty curious and excited. We're also doing the Chihuly Gardens. Yeah, Chihuly, okay. I went to a diner once and my dad was asking for hot sauce and I called it Chihuly, and the guy was like, "What? You mean Cholula?" And I have not been to the Chihuly Gardens, so I'm excited to hear about that. I've heard it's kind of expensive. It's really nice, but I've heard it's expensive for what it is. But if you do the Space Needle and other stuff like that, you can get a package and kind of get like a discount. So I had mentioned that to my friends yesterday. I was like, "Oh, have you got done the Chihuly Gardens? Is there a discount if you do both?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we should do that." So very excited to actually now get to see the Chihuly art glass. I think that's probably one of the last Seattle staple things that I haven't done. But first, before I head down to Seattle Center, I'm catching lunch with some friends. I have a friend that's going out of town for a couple months, and she wanted to catch lunch at this place in Fremont called the Kin Lin Night Bites. I have gone here several times, and I don't think I've had the best experience. I think the thing with like Seattle and Fremont and specifically, there is so much Thai food that I could just go to better options. I went to the Night Bites when it was doing a soft launch, and I think that was the time that I had kind of the least experience, the least best experience. So that was a soft launch. I think they redid some items on the menu. The inside of the restaurant has always been really gorgeous, and the ambiance is always really fun. I've gone a time or two again afterwards, after they did a full launch, and I just remember being like, okay, not, and again, when you're so spoiled for options in terms of Thai, it's just not been on my list for a while. But my friend said that she's gone for lunch specifically, and I don't think I've gone for lunch, and she said it was really great, and I'll go pretty much anywhere. You know, I haven't had an outward terrible experience, and I'm always hopeful. You know, maybe I just need to learn, you know, this is a lunch place rather than a night bite place, or I always just chalked it up to it's just not my style of Thai food. My husband did get a curry there once, and I remember that being pretty good. Always glad to try again, always glad to get lunch with some friends, and yes, so I am very hopeful. Not sure when I'm gonna get there yet, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, who knows, maybe I'll fall in love with it. Like I said, I'm really excited to go down to the Seattle Center and do the Space Needle and the Chihuly Gardens. So I think that's gonna be the look, just keeping it really simple and natural. Just trying to be comfortable and low maintenance. So off we go.
Circular, so if anybody gets lost, just circle. And if you're afraid of heights, we sell alcohol.